Maganda Gabby's in your heart. How are we all? Well, I had a busy day today. Had to get some stuff organised for CJ on the computer. OMG. You think when things are easy, not in this country, it's supposed to be easy. But are they? No. Everything be easy if everything goes on the internet. Documents, everything like that. You want your documents in the Philippines, you have to go to NBI, which is really good. Yeah. All on the computer. Whatever you want at a finger's touch. Get into it if you're not computer lit. It can be hard, especially for me. Because, quite frankly, it is not as easy as you would think it is. Excuse me. Let's turn this off. Basically, I had to find a piece of paper for CJ, his immunisation report. The statement, sorry. I'll get that right. And the thing was, in doing that, I had that's fine. I looked up on the internet, went to MyGov, all that. Now, part of this, I'm not going to let you know because it's privacy and comes on the privacy thing. So, anyway, because we have big privacy laws here, so there's certain things I won't be saying. Now, the thing was, I had to, hey, hi, Christmas. He's in with CJ's actually cuddling him tonight. I'll just finish off what I'm about to say. So, I had to get his immunisation statement. So I thought I'd done it. Took it down to the kindergarten. When she looked at it, it's my immunisation. And I thought I had CJ on my go, as well as Arlene. Unfortunately, it was just mine. Because I thought when I pressed my name, it should bring up two other people. Did it? No, it just brought up mine. Didn't I look like a goose? Anyway, so today, being me, took Granny up to her bowling club meeting for, not bowls meeting, for legacy, for veterans thing during the Second World War. Anyway, she does legacy. So I took her up the bowling club because they had their meeting up there and a lunch. It's all right. No dress. Then I took CJ around to the kindergarten with the paper I thought was his. Yeah, well, I'm starting to think that why bother too. Went to the kindergarten, showed Karen, that's his teacher, or head of the department for the kindergarten there, principal, whatever you like to call her. And she goes, I got to tell you something. And I said, what? She goes, this is yours, not CJ's. I'm going, far out, you know. So I like everything. Scotty goes into a panic. Had to go to Centrelink, get all that checked out, then had to come back home. This is why I did it early. Now you're lucky, mate. Unless you want to claim off it, fine, that's good. But if you don't want to claim on it, I can understand. I've still got that one that from Dr. Wong I should claim on, but can I be bothered? No, too much paperwork. They used to have offices for Medicare where you just go in and process your stuff. Now you got to process it all on the computer. You don't know where it's going. You don't know who's going to. For, doctor's bills and shit like that, you claim your $200 back, or, you're probably going to get part payment of what, $150 or something. So I came back, went to Centrelink, linked it with my Centrelink. But when I got there, I've gone, oh shit. Because on my laptop, my gov is already in there. And as I said, privatisation, I'm not saying anymore. It's all there. So I just press the button, bang, 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 and you go, So stuffing around. And I'm eating peanuts, by the way. I'm a monkey. And so I rang Arlene, got her Medicare. Lo and behold, his name on there. Now, to get his history, I have to go see my Medicare card and CJ's Arlene's Medicare card. Mine doesn't expire until 2023, and hers doesn't expire until 2022 next year. So I did have the plan of putting my name on hers and getting a new card. Oh, okay. So, because my Medicaid card's already on my Gov, I didn't want to stuff it up. You know what I mean? I just want to leave it the way it is until it's finished and they send me out a new one. But they said, you can apply for a new one now. But if you apply for a new one now, you get a new number. If you have the old one, you get the old number, but just the two names put on it. So, mate, I tell you, and everybody else, I was on the phone for friggin' way over 2 hours while CJ was running around the house, watching TV and coming into the room and checking on that Daddy was actually here. And like Mum was at the bowls club, so I had no one keeping an eye on him. But he was all right. He was good because he's pretty good. He just sits there and watches TV, and if he wants someone, he comes in and gets me, or he'll come into the toilet and go in there and do that. But what frustrates me the most is, for crying out loud, it's a piece of paper. Can't you put the immunisation in on there? No, it's too hard. It goes in the too hard basket for them. And then it's, we need your wife's name. We need your wife to ring. We need your wife's name to or your wife to verify that you are doing this on her behalf. I said, well, you've already got my, oh, she's told you, you already got my, oh, but we need her to say to us that, we need to verify. And I said, well, she's my wife for crying out loud. Yeah, like I'm going to get some stranger saying that she's my wife and thing. No. I think a lot of it's got a lot to do with the way people are when they're married. They split up. The wife takes the kid one way, the other. Yeah, exactly. Big brother. And the wife takes the kid, and you're by yourself. And if you're having visitation thingers, and if you want to be a total jerk off, so to speak, excuse the language, and they want to make it difficult for you. No, I'm not. All's good, mate. All's good. We're all good. We're all good. So I'm saying, well, she's given me the permission. What more can I say? And he said, the guy on the line goes, well, I need to talk to your wife to make sure that she's giving you permission to do this. And for fuck's sake, all I want to do is get my baby boys. And I said, now, we're not divorced, we're not this, we're not that, we're still together. She's at work, I'm home, she can't accept phone calls and she can't call people, because I'm not saying she's the other thing, but she hasn't got the time to be doing all that jerky stuff with ringing up people and being put on hold, going through the text. Then go to this, then you go to that, then you go press 3, go to this, and then go to that. That's what happens there. So this is what I'm saying. Is life easier with computer? Now they've put everything on computer. You must go to this prompt, then you must go to that prompt, then you must go to another prompt. If you want this person to speak to this person, please press 9 and go over it all over again. And I'm thinking, you have got to be joking me. Well, I did get a printout from the doctor. But Karen wanted this particular one, which she's only going by the Department of Human Resources through the child, through kindergarten, through the school education department, stuff like that, and they need these things. Long and the short, yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Chris. So I went to Gap Road, which is just up there. Went to the medical centre, got a doctor's thing for his printout, and they stamped it with Sunbury Medical Clinic. All right, that's all right. She accepted that too. But there was one particular one that she needed to get, and I couldn't access it. I had bugger. I thought people would help you on the internet or make it a little bit easier for you to access what you needed. Yeah, good luck with that one here. That's why I like the Philippines. If you need something, you've got to go to NBI or NIB, whatever you call it. You sit there, you go up, you get a card or piece of paper. You tell them what you want, you write it down, you give it to them, they put it in the thing, it goes upstairs. The researchers look for what you think and down. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Chris, on that too. And I thought, well, at NLP, let's you go in, you write down what you need. It goes on a little thing, it goes up. Researchers get it, bang, back in the basket, down, and then they call you out. If they haven't got it, they will. You have to go back the next day. Well, that's fair enough. You can't expect them to go through that much paperwork just to find one piece of paper. Anyway, long and the short, after going through all this, after going through all this shit today, Karen rings me back, I think around about a little after 2 o'clock. Oh, guess what? I said, what? She goes, I got it. I said, got what? She goes, the immunisation statement. That's me, mate. This was me today. Oh, I almost told the guy to go and get. I told one that this is just absolutely thing, and I turned around. They put you on to a real person. Yeah, exactly. Hey, easy cheesy to mask. Thank you, sweetie. Much appreciated. You, I'm like this, like you mentioned, Chris, about um, you keep pushing buttons until they put you onto a real person. What about, hey, Heart Gasper, hello, sweetie? Frustration. Well, go from here, go there, go here, go there, go here, go there. Oh, thank you, Arthur Carlson. Much appreciated, buddy. Um, you just uh, sit there and you're like so stressed and so drained. And after she told me, it's like, oh, what? I am good at the moment, Heart Gasper. Thank you. I was just, you know, so relieved that she'd got it. And the good part about it was because she's with the department, they access it straight away. Hey, what I should have done? Not got back onto that silly bloody computer there. I should have just waited till her phone call came through. But the only reason why I did what I did, yeah, exactly. I thought, well, I'll help her out a bit in trying to get this paper, this sheet. But as it is, now what we have to do on Arlene's day off, which is Thursday, is go down, first thing, go down to Centrelink, get her linked into MyGov, get her linked into thing. But you know what? I have to make an appointment to go and see them at Centrelink now. You just can't walk in there. Have you got an appointment? No. What's this about? About this immunisation paper? Sharik, 28 vlogs, thank you. Much appreciated. You're welcome, colleague. Thank you for coming. So, when you look at it, you just think, well, I've tried to help her out as best as I can, but in the meantime, while I'm helping her out, I'm getting stressed because no bastard wants to help you properly. They just say, oh, you got to go to Medicare, fill out another form just to get your wife's name put on your card. Now, I'm not going to do that until it expires, because the reason why, Chris, I'm not, and everybody, I'm not going to do that, is once it expires, they will automatically put your wife's name in there on one card. So I need two cards with the three of us on there for Medicare. Not that I claim off Medicare in the first place. You don't get much back anyway, so you sort of start to wonder why bother, but it's on MyGov, so you need, which is a government organisation through Centrelink, which helps unemployed people, which helps family support stuff. Chris Beecham and I both know about it. But, years ago, you used to be able to go there at Centrelink, sit down, go to front information, sit down, and they'll call you. Now, well, Medicare is supposed to be with Centrelink by rights, but for some unknown reason now, Medicare is just online, but it is joined onto MyGov. So it makes that, so you're sort of chasing your tails. But see, I don't complain. I don't claim on me. I can't be bothered because I don't think it's worth it. Centrelink, and when Centrelink was open, it used to be CS, Commonwealth Employment Services. Thanks, Clarig. It used to go in when it was the old CS. The jobs would all be on a board. You go and have a look at the jobs, you take a number, you go to the scanner, you go sit down, they call you. You go and sit down, you have an interview with them before you have an interview with the employer. If they deem you suitable, they will send you to the employer for your job interview. Plain and simple. That's how it used to be. These days, now, you go to Centrelink. You used to be able to go to Centrelink. Go up to the counter, state what you want, go sit down and wait until you call. Now, need an appointment. Then over to the computers. Well, my system has already got my name and my password in it. Centrelink, I can put my yes, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Now I got to put my thing in. I know my email address, but my password, can't access it because I can't remember what it was. I thought it was my, but I prefer to come home and do it. But now when I come home to do it, I've got no one to help me, so I'm on my own. When you're at Centrelink, you can't. You can put your thing up and your MyGov up and go to your MyGov, put your page that's there, and it's got your email address, and then it's got your password. Well, my password's already on the computer. I'll leave it on there because I can't be bothered, you know, putting it in just in case I miss a key. And like, it's not like the old days when you used to go CS, Commonwealth Employment Services used to be separate to Social Security. Now then they joined it all both up together. They did away with the boards, which means and they turn around and say, "Oh, I wonder why there's so many unemployed." It's because there's no boards there to go and look at the jobs. Yeah, there used to be a lot of jobs there, and people used to go and put the name of the company or take the card off the board and take it to the lady on the counter, and she'd get you back. You sit down and you talk to the lady at the counter before she sent you to the employer. These days, it doesn't happen that way. And they wonder why there's so many unemployed looking for work. And that was before all this COVID stuff came in. That was way before, that was when I was back in the 80s. They abolished it in 81, I think. Oh, okay. But, I don't want to bore you with any more, but that's just the system. That's the way the system is nowadays. You want to check up something, you got to go to My Services. And then in My Services, then you can go to Medicare, and then you can fill out the forms. Yeah. That's the way of life here in Australia, girls. Clarice and that. If you're still here, girls, can you come on so I know you're here? Because my little man up the top there, he's playing up. Playing up on me, dirty boy. It's too hard to use. Yes, exactly. Here we are. Everything's supposed to be easy. It's not easy. No wonder why. They wonder why there's so many people out of work, because there's no one looking for jobs. You're looking you go looking in the paper for jobs. You have to put down 20 jobs on the paper. When you put your thing in, because what happens then? When you get unemployed, they put you on Job Start. And you go on Job Start, they give you an agency. You go to the agency, they talk to you, and then say, okay. And it's like, really, this is easy. I can go anywhere and ever I like, Yeah, I totally agree. You don't have to worry about computers in the Philippines. I know that much. But you go to these agencies, you look at jobs on the computer, and you just think, wow, a lot of jobs, no drama. Me personally, hey, Mike Whitcomer, it was a bit like that today. But end all to be all, CJ's in Kinzer starts tomorrow, which is good. Yeah, but you still got to look for the job. and they give you a course thingies within the agency. It's still up for the jobs. Here you go, Mike. You still look for the jobs, and you might pick out 2 or 3. You might be lacking in one thing and not in the other. You might have more experience. Could be over experienced, you know. Then it makes it hard. Hi, Tom Simpson. It makes it hard because you're looking at you found the job. You go and see the person, the lady or who thing, and they say, "All right, we'll send you for an interview." I've been to like, yeah, you're right, Mike. They're not. They're not. Mate, I spent all day on the computer today. Just finding. I'm not going to go back over it again, but mate, I was banging my head up against the wall, and then you got the privacy law issues. You know, you just bang your head on good things, mate. Yeah, thank God you retired, Christopher. Thank God you retired. When I used to go this, look, I was just saying, Mike, Centrelink would send you to, if you fall out of work, you go to Centrelink. They put you on job start. Then they send you to a agency. Then you sit on the computer. Now, this was way before CJ was born. So it was like, hey, now, because he got into kinder today, which is good. After all the crap that I went through, she got the paperwork done and everything. And CJ has to have a vaccine shot for his something. And then Friday, she'll look it up and she'll get that one for thing. So I don't have to go through all that crap again. It's not really. I don't believe it is, Tom. When I'm talking about this, I'm talking about my experience, my past experience when I fell out of work. I had to go to Centrelink. And Mike, years ago, as I said, with CES, Commonwealth Employment Agency, used to go and look at the board. I have boards from A to Z. You go and have a look at every board. You might be overqualified. I used to go to jobs, go and look at jobs that maybe I might be overqualified, maybe I'm underqualified, but hey, I wasn't frightened to go get an interview, brush up on interview techniques and stuff like that. But the thing was, at least I tried. I didn't want to be off work. I wanted to be back in work. And as a car detailer, that's all I had, whether it be one car yard to another. I worked in small, crummy little car yards, and then I worked into big dealerships, like Ford, Mitsubishi, and Honda out at Prahran. And, I just did not want to be out of work. So I used to just look at whatever job that was there and just take, whether it be a lackey, hauling bricks up on a ladder, taking bricks from one place to another in a wheelbarrow. It didn't bother me as long as I had a job. Trying to learn how to do concrete and all that. I didn't mind getting my hands dirty. Yeah, well, that happens in most places, mate, Tom. No, we don't, Mike. We don't have that. We don't have unemployment insurance here. No, look, like I was saying with the CES. CES used to be you go and look for a job. Social Security used to be where you go and hand your payment into fortnightly and they do it, stamp it, and you're right, and sometimes they would turn around and say, oh, you missed something here, and on the form. And here in Australia, as Chris Beecham just said, the Australian government supports everybody that falls out of work, whether it be with this coronavirus. But before that, as I was saying, with the CES, before they amalgamated together to be Social Security, you used to walk into a room and there'd be boards, and on the boards there'd be jobs, and you go and pick a job and go and take it to the lady on the counter, and then half an hour, well, maybe 10 minutes, they'd call you up and you go and sit down and you'd be talking to them about the job and that, and they'd say, oh, you think you're experienced and stuff like that. I'd say, look, I don't care whether I'm experienced or unexperienced, I will try. That's what I used to say. I will try, but I want a job. I don't want to be on unemployment benefits. I want to be working, which I did back then. I still do today. But then they joined Centrelink and Social Security together. The boards went. Now you go in there. You used to be able to go in there. What was it? Just before all this COVID stuff started, you used to be able to go in there, sit down, and talk to them about anything. If you had what they call a robo debt, or you worked and you didn't put in that you got paid this much over your Centrelink payment, they would then say, well, we need to deduct that from your payment because you worked and you didn't let us know. So then if they pay, and if you thought that you could get away, I always used to go in with my form, with the other form, and show them that, yes, I did work. Yes, I did get paid, say, $150. And that's all I got paid for that day. And it was over the limit. They would say, well, we need you now owe us, now owe Centrelink. And you think, oh, okay, so I always claimed basically that it made it easier. Yeah, well, now they're starting to hear, Mike and everybody, is that what they're doing now is you need an appointment to go and see someone at a desk. Where before you could walk into Centrelink, I kid you not, there'd be 30 people waiting to be seen by a staff member. And because our government now, today, this day and age, has cut the amount of Centrelink workers. Because there's been a few that have just going to work and can't be bothered talking to you, and they go, "Oh yeah," like I heard one today. Yeah, are you happy with this? Are you happy with that? Yeah, yada yada. And you think, "Oh my God, I feel sorry for this old guy." Yeah, I always did the same. The only time I went in was to put in a form to go and register for unemployment benefits, which gives you, okay, you go into Centrelink and you apply for job seeker or carer's allowance or something like that, and it might be in the range of $400 or $600 a fortnight. That thing was to live on while you were looking for work. But, okay. Is it good, Tom? And, it is. I hate sitting down doing nothing, but now CJ's in kinder, I still look after Mum. Once I've looked after Mum, made sure she's had a coffee and had her breakfast, she can sit down in the chair out there and watch her TV show while CJ's thing, and I'm getting his breakfast. That's what I do. I care for my mum because she suffered kidney failure, so I have to make sure that she's okay. Make sure she has a personal carer come in to look, shower, and dress, all that stuff, rub stuff on her feet. Oh, okay. No worries. And yeah, Mike, it is so freaking hard these days. Now, like I said, as a kid, you're not. And to everybody out there, you walk into Centrelink now, it's like a ghost town. You'd be lucky to see anyone sitting down looking for talking to anyone about their payments and stuff now, family payments, uh, whether you're divorced and you're separated and she's got the kid or you've got the kid because okay, catch you later, Tom. Um, you know, it is one of those things, okay, mate. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Thank you. Um, it is just, you go in there now, Mike, and everybody, it's just like a ghost town because now they want you to ring up and make an appointment if you need to see them about an overdue payment and stuff like that, or they might send you a notice. Mate, I don't have time to get on my computer to have a look at what Centrelink sent me to say, oh, you got this and you got that and you got a stimulus supplement, which I will get in March, sometime in March. And now I've got CJ in. Chris, you're going to love this, and Mike, you're going to love this. Now CJ's in kinder for my diabetes thing. That's on a Friday. Now, if my appointment's at 1 o'clock, I can't pick CJ up. So now I have to, well, here it's different. Our systems are different here. Hey, Kevin and Gemma, ¿cómo está? Bedtime for me. Have a good night, all. You too, mate. Thanks for coming. I'll catch up with you soon. It just doesn't make sense. I want, if, mate, I want to work. I don't want to be unemployed. I want to work. I've still got probably another 5 years in me. But the way things are with the situation it is, you just try and grab what you can. And if they say, oh, no job, no jab, no job, which means no, COVID needle, no job. That's what they're bringing in. Well, that's what they want to bring in. It's what the Australian government wants to bring in to say, because basically they're protecting the employers and the other employees from you if you don't have the injection, because you could turn up one day and next day Well, that's what they're going to start to do, Mike. That's what they're going to start to do. I think it'll be the same thing with flight. If you haven't got your vaccine and you haven't got it stamped, so basically you'll go to the doctors and get a letter, and that'll be put in with your pass, or you'll go in. Same for travel, yeah. You'll go to the doctors, you'll get a letter from the doctor, and you can put it in with your passport. So it makes it easier. So you'll end up doing the same with work. Well, you have what you've got, Chris. Unfortunately, it's not good. And you and I both know that your heart and everything is, temperamental, so to speak. Putting it nice. I'm not going to bring it all out there for you because I don't want to go that track. Friends are friends, and I understand your circumstances. So, yeah. So you got to get that certificate to put in your passport so you can fly. But you can also get one from the doctor as well, like I got for CJ today. But still, they wouldn't accept it. But she ended up ringing up, and bang, it's there. With me, Arlene, and CJ. Well, CJ won't have to take it, which I think he should have the vaccine for COVID. But I think they don't want to give it to young kids that age because it could cause heart complications. It could cause um, other side effects that you don't realise. Uh, you know, Twinkie down there or something up here. Okay. Oh, bugger. I hate it when they go off. I'll have to grab it later. Yeah, there can be risks, side effects, stuff like that, Mike and Chris. There's a lot of a friend of mine in Perth, he went to the doctors the other day. Again, I gave him prescription medicine. You know what he did? He got home, he got back on, jumped on the computer, had a look at the thing, looked up the thing on what it gives you. What side effects it gives you. Then he rang up the doctor and said, I can't take this. This could make my heart stop, or, it could block my heart. There could be something in the artery, or, it could clog up the arteries or something like that, which is all fair enough. But there's a point where you can go to where it's going overboard. Unfortunately, sometimes, look, I agree with you. He asked me the other day, plain out, you're going to take the vaccine? And I said, yes. He said, well, you shouldn't. I said, well, why? And he said, well, it's got this, it's got that, it's got this, it's got that, it's got this, it's got that. And I said, mate, seriously, if I don't take it, I'm going to get it back to the Philippines. Plain and simple. And I want to be able to go back. I'm not a skeptic. I'm not a sort of conspiracy theorist. Okay, each to all their own. But the thing is, you're also used to doing things that you want to do. You got to do it. Thanks for the likes, guys. You want to go back and you want to be with your wife if she's over there, or your girlfriend because she couldn't come back with you because Australia has a condition term in their visas and passports that if they have, what is it, tuberculosis, they can't come here. No way. The Australian government won't risk it. Yeah. Well, CJ's got to be 12 years old before he can get the vaccination now. So, yeah, he misses out. But is it good that they have done that? I don't know. I question that. Because he's 4 year old. It's probably good in one way. In another way, you think, if he gets it over there in the Philippines and he's laying on a bed, you sort of start to feel, oh, when I get back to Australia, I want to be put in handcuffs because I've committed murder of my own son by not giving him shots when the Australian government says they don't have to have it. Choice if you don't take the vaccine. They swab the rest and quarantine the religions. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree with you there on that. But, you look at it and you think, well, I don't mind if I take it. Narlene will have it, hopefully. She'll have to take it. There's no stress there, but I don't think she's willing to take it. As long as we get our shots, like I've got to take that vaccine, COVID vaccine. I got to take one for tetanus and one for the other. So I usually take that a month or 3 weeks before I fly out because if I take it 2 days or 3 days before we fly out, I'm like, fair enough, no good. I'd be like, and if you're walking in the terminal, and people will be seeing you going, "Oh, he looks like he's on death's door." So that's why I take it about a month before we go. You crack me up, Chris. But you know, it's one of those things, Mike and Chris and everybody, that look, you don't have to. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But you ain't going overseas. You ain't going to the Philippines. So, but if you've got a heart condition or you've got some other physical, yeah, it's fair enough. To each their own. To each their own. But me personally, yes, I'll take it. I'm not gonna. It's not a matter of being a, thing. I just will take it, and I want to take it because I want to be able to go over there and go home and be with family again. I'm missing them already. Arlene talks to them every night. Mum actually, Arlene sent something to go on a better note. So if that's the case, I'm never going anywhere again. Well, you're exempt. You're exempt, Chris. If you've got a heart or you've got problems with your heart, but you can fly, but it enables you don't have to take it. And they can see that because they'll just say, oh, okay, no worries. He's got a problem with his heart. So it makes it easier for you to take it without being stressed, if you know what I mean. If you've got, I think if you've got if you've got any sort of form of condition that you can, like you got, like Chris has with his heart, and that's fair enough. I wouldn't say, well, you know, but mate, you, that's fair enough. You know, you got a good damn reason to not have it. Because if you had it, I'll be honest, and Mike Whitcomb and yourself, your good self, and everyone probably agree, it's been rushed through. We were told that it'd take like those sort of medications and vaccines take over 10 years to properly develop. This thing's been rushed through. And A, yes, I don't like it. B, well, if it works and everything's okay, I got no stress. If it don't work, well, that's my life. I'm gambling with it and I've got to take the chance, you know. Oh, good. Just what? Yeah. Well, we could get me and Arlene could go over with CJ and we could be put in lockdown after we've done our quarantine. We might not be able to get back. You know, mum's not good. She'd have to go into aged care, which we're trying to avoid doing personally. But, like we had it go through aged care. We had CV19 go through aged care like you would not believe, Mike. Yeah, well, see, they don't know the side effects themselves. I don't, like, there was a doctor here a couple of weeks ago that injected two patients and nearly killed them because he didn't know what dosage to give them. It's self explanatory, but he was, I don't think he was, I don't know whether he was not trained properly or he wasn't taking much notice. But, it's one of those things. Yeah, exactly. It needs about 10 years of testing. And this thing, like, shit, all of a sudden, bang, they're putting it through because they want people to be able to cope with life a lot more. Yeah, exactly, Chris. It was worse in aged care in America. We had it in aged care here. It went through aged care here. I think we lost a few people here in aged care, and you know, my sympathies and deepest condolences go out to the families that have lost loved ones over this virus, especially in America. Our deepest sympathies and condolences from me and my wife and CJ and yeah, okay, Snowy. And but it didn't have to happen that way in America. It really didn't have to happen that way. We heard about it after, well, we heard about it because how I, from what I'm, from what I heard, New Zealand locked down, Philippines locked down, then we locked down straight after. But I think it was Philippines, us, then New Zealand. New Zealand had a case the other day. Yeah, exactly. Mike, exactly. It was the gate, the farm gate was left open, and the bad sheep ran into the thing and mixed up with all the good sheep, and before you know it, it spreaded like wildfire. And like you would have thought that America would have known by the person that was laying out his front door in Wuhan a couple of days after they had it. He was laying on the ground and he was dead. And like who knows how many people were dead in their apartments. Um, it's Yeah, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Um, yeah, like that's the thing. Like everybody went to all these Black Lives Matter protesters and protests. Sorry, and then all of a sudden it's then oh, I don't believe in having a mask because it's against my religion. Well, I'm going to ask you, Mike, what do you believe? What do you believe? Because to me, I've got my face mask in the bedroom. I put it on in the car. Burn, loot, and murder. Yeah. No one likes to be told what to do. Unfortunately. But when you look at it, it's a matter of principle. My principle is I would be walking around with a face mask, but when it comes to seeing crowds of people, no. I'm not going to an ACDC or Iron Maiden or Judas Priest or the Seekers or that sort of concert when you got this sort of, let alone a tennis match or AFL football, cricket or baseball. I'm not going to go and put myself in danger and put my family in danger because I've got to go home to them. Because it's not fair on them, you know. Itlog, namo look. Hi, kamusta, darling? Yeah, thank you, much appreciated. How are you? Kamusta? Maganda gabi sa inyo lahat. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna go to rock concerts and stuff. Thank you. I'm not going to go to a concert, put myself in danger, and put my family in danger. Okay, no Rose. Thank you, Mike, for coming. Thanks for being here, mate. I really do appreciate it. You've been a great bloke, and we'll catch up again soon. My next live stream is 12 o'clock a.m. Australia time, 9 p.m. Philippine time, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights. And if you're around when I do a live stream during the day, um, it's unscheduled. I don't do scheduled live streams during the day. I do an unscheduled. I'll catch you then. Take care, mate. Look after yourself. From my family, many blessings. Stay safe. From me, Arlene, and baby CJ. Oh, and Snowy. I'll catch up with you later, mate. No worries. Thanks, Hazy Cheesy. Thank you, darling. Now, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back. Grab yourself a coffee, a biscuit, some chips, or Pepsi, wherever you are. I'll be back in a minute. Thanks, guys. Well, CJ's 11 and a half. He's going to get a jab and the missus. Yo, Adrian, how are you? ¿Cómo está? Magana Gavisaino lahat. How is your good self tonight? But, life deals us some very challenging things. Our job is to try and stay above it, try and look after ourselves and take care of ourselves. It's one thing that what's going on here at the moment with the way things are, we just need to prepare and look to the future. This is true, mate. We will, always help each other out and try and keep each other, I was talking to a good friend yesterday. I watched his video on his farm. I'm a bit saddened about the way things are going. I gave him a few heartful things, and my sympathies go out to him and his family, Brian and Maricel and baby Charlie. I wish them all the best. There's plenty of other projects he's doing, and I wish him all the best in that too. Eat, drink, and be merry. Yes, tomorrow you will die. But let's not think about that. It's a bit, But, as I was saying, Chris, he's a good bloke, trying to make a buck here and there, trying to do everything the best way he can for his family, put food on the table and stuff like that. And he's got a nice property, and I wish him all the best. So, I'm a person that doesn't rant. I'm a person that sticks by my friends through thick and thin. That's the Aussie way. And help out a buddy every now and then with no terms and conditions. Helping people out, sending money to people with no terms and conditions. Just say, "Here, mate, I'll just send you this. It's 180 Australian dollars. So you will receive 6,000 pesos. Hope you enjoy. Get some stuff for the kids and for the kids, and put food on the table, buy some clothes, get stock up your fridge." Yeah, well, I'm not mentioning names. We all know who it is. But, as I said, I think more of my friends and my fellow men, I stick up for them. And, whether they've gone the way that they don't want to go, well, sometimes you make choices. Sometimes you do things you want to do, you think's going to benefit you. And if it doesn't work out, well, shit, you're the one that makes a mistake. But in hindsight, also, too, when someone mentions something like, "Oh, I've got to fix my car next week and I haven't got money for it, and it's not in the budget, so, I'll have to wait until I get the money for it." So, but please, guys, don't send me any money. I'm not sending that message, you know. But, you know, you'll find a lot of people turn around and say, oh, you poor bugger, you know, he's doing that. But have a look at me, mate. Guys, don't send money to me. I'm pretty well okay, you know. I'm just using that as an example. You only have to look at CJ's bedroom. Yeah, well, that's pretty well much what I said in the low key without hurting someone's feelings. And my uncle used to say, well, when we were up at the farm, you make a mistake, you fix it. You make another mistake, you fix that. But, you know, if someone merely in talking says, and that's all it is, in talking, oh, I haven't got the money for that this week, but, you know, we'll get it sorted out. That person, such as myself, he's not an e-beggar. No way. He's not an e-beggar. He didn't tell you to send money. He didn't tell you to send 500 pesos. Bloody hell. As I said, to that person, a fool and his money is easily parted. But if you're going to send money and send terms and conditions on what you think that is, you're not a friend. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, people that hear things third time round, it's just bullshit. Seriously, that's just bullshit. If you hear something third time around, what someone else has said and passed it on to someone else and then passed it on to someone else, just utter crap in my book. But, you know, the thing with me too, and I will let you know, is I ignore those people because they're no better. And I put it this way too. You are the same as me. You are human. We are all human. We all make mistakes. It's full of life is full of fair weather friends. You only know who your real friends are when you exactly, Chris, exactly. You know, I personally don't give a rat's ass what people say about me. You know, if they say good things about me, I'm fine. I'll just let it go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, you're top bloke. Yeah, bonza, mate. No problems, yeah. But when someone says something about someone and then you hear it from someone else and you hear it from someone else before that and you hear, okay, so what? You didn't say thank you. Get over it. You know why? Because I'm not having a rant, guys. Far from it. I'm not having a rant. If someone's, you know, says something to me, I just, and it's not bad. It's not good. If it's good, yeah, fine. You get a pat on the back, laughing. But I'm the type of guy that if someone says something bad about me, yeah, just brush it off and walk away. Turn around and say, well, when people say nice things about me, I think, what do you want? Yeah, look, I've got a lot of good friends on YouTube. I love you all. Yeah. Those that do nothing but vent and rant are obviously getting facts off people. They don't know the full story. And it's like you start at the bottom of the ground and climb the tree, I guarantee you, every tree branch has had a different story given to them. And by the time it gets to the person at the top, he's turns around and goes, "Oh, you're kidding me," such and such. So, but as far as I'm concerned, those people just, they can go to buggery because I don't care. I had a certain person say something to me about a good friend of mine, and I turned around and I just gone, delete, bye. I'm not listening to you. You can't please everyone all the time, so don't bother trying. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. And there's a lot of people out there, where you build your channel up and you're doing a good job. You have fun, enjoying what you're doing. And my good friends, good on them. They are doing well. Great. It's good to see. And I love seeing people enjoying what they're doing, and I love seeing people having fun and with their channels. It's great. Um, Hi One Pinoy Chick Chats. You know, is just one of those things. As I said, from the bottom of the tree, you can climb up to the top, and I guarantee you, the top of the tree branches have got all different stories of a certain person. And, you turn around and wonder, oh my God, this has got so out of content. But that certain person, he's a good friend of mine, and I like the bloke. I have a high regard for him. But I'm sick of hearing all this rant shit, and that's why I've switched off with the ranting. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it. As far as I'm concerned, people who want to rant, take your shit somewhere else. Because I'm not hearing it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't care about anybody's ranting. Those people need to take a reality check and get the facts right before they start criticizing people. And especially when you send money to a person, and then whether it be 500 pesos, which is 20,000, and then next minute you're sending a demand on what they should be doing with it. That's not a gift. So if you think that's a gift and they owe you something, and because you didn't get a thank you, thanks, Chris. Um, yeah, get over it. Like, one thing, you got 28,000 subscribers. Good on you. Well done. You've earned it. But stop the ranting. Stop the crap. Get over it. Build a bridge and walk the fuck over. Say hello. That sort of thing. Just concentrate on what you do and what you do better. That's all I've got to say on that matter. But anyway, life is good. Enjoy life. And I've got a lot of friends that have got a lot of good channels. And I'm enjoying being with those people and having fun. It's great, because you feel a lot more at ease, a lot more peaceful. And that's what life should be about. Yeah, I know. But it's great to see, and I know what you mean, Chris. I know what you mean. But that was my little rant. But it's not a rant in a bad way. It's a rant in a good way. Is to wake up and smell the roses because the grass is always greener on the other side. But, it's just nothing but bullshit. So I'm going to let it go at that. Yeah. And move on. Enjoy. Oh, yeah, Chris, CJ's birthday this week. And can you come? It's CJ's birthday Friday. He turns 4. Kindergarten tomorrow. He got in. Yay! Daddy's got some free time. I might go and have that rubber and tumble. I've been looking forward to. Oh, God. But, it's great. He's turning 4. How say, just like this. Oh, hang on. Like this. And then now you look at him, he's about this hot. Now I do a grasshopper. And he's enjoying what he does and where he's going and stuff like that. And yeah, it's great to see. And I can't wait until we get home to the Philippines because I want to start building. I want to start getting our land ready and sorted out and that. And again, Chris, sorry, I haven't had a chance to find out with the water, where the water table is on our property. I've got a feeling it'll be in the flat part of the land. I really have. Down the bottom. I will ask Arlene. So, it's better. I've got a funny feeling it could be at the bottom of our property on the other side to the fence that runs that way. But up there, I don't know, we'll around a different way. So if the fence runs that way and it sort of goes up like that, it's not a steep hill, but it's, yeah, exactly. Come to Mexico, Dan will close the border when he sees me coming. So I got a fair idea it might be down in the bottom corner near the grove of trees that we got there, because they're pretty high trees. My dad always said to me, and so did my uncle, where there's high trees, there's water. Not necessarily, but he's not far off the thing, because those big trees are going to suck up a lot of water from a water table somewhere. So if you're looking for water, that would be probably the best place, about probably 5 foot out. Just closed, mate. He's got enough of these things. Got enough of them toys. So we're just going to buy him clothes. Arlene brought him a ball, like a basketball. But the hoop's about so small because it's saying, which reminds me, I need to blow up his basketball without blowing it up. Need a foot pump, like a bike pump. I think I got one in the car somewhere. But, yeah, I've got a funny feeling that the water table's down near the big trees, which is good. And it makes it easier to access water. So I'll look there first Won't be a big hole, just be a small hole. And I'll get it dug. Have a look. Got a funny feeling it could be down near the big grove of trees there. Because when you look at it, Chris, wherever there's big trees, there's water. So, you got to start to look at that sort of area first. But yeah, I'm just going to buy him clothes, mate. Just going to buy him clothes. I think he's got enough books there to last him 6 months. And Arlene's got a box of, bloody 4 boxes of books out in the garage, which I need to get her to. I might end up doing that when I get home tomorrow. I'll ask her, she got these books from Brighton College out in the southeastern side of town. That was the day we went to the beach. And she got them because she wanted to send them back home. Well, they're sitting out in the garage. Oh, they're my toys. Okay, they're my toys. No drama. But, I've got to find out how she wants them stacked, how she wants them packed. And like, they're thin, they're thick, they're big, and they're small. So it's going to be interesting to see how they think. And she's got like, I said to her, why don't you just leave them in the boxes and just put them in the bulk buying box, in the boxes. Make it easier. It's still going to be the same weight. Maybe a little slight bit over, but yeah. Still have to pay $100 for them to go anyway back to the Philippines. So there's no stress there. But yeah, it's great. And thing is, I'm gonna have to work out a way of doing it, packing them and that. So she's got them to send back home to the Philippines. So I'll get that sorted out as soon as I can. But yeah, I'll probably just buy him clothes, mate. To be honest, it's got too many toys now. Freaking hell, can't even move in the bedroom here. You've got so many toys over there underneath the box. You've got the horse over there, which we paid $90 or $60 for. Milky Bar Kid. Yeah, look. Because it's in. Do I look bad? Probably the hat. There's small books, there's big books, so I'll have to sort out which ones are going in where and find out. But she'll want to pack it herself. But I need to move around in the garage, and the longer she's going to keep them out there, the longer the mice are going to get into them. So I need to give her a good patty whack across the bum cheeks and joking. Oh, okay, sweetie. But I will gonna ask Arlene about that, about the bereaved man. Yeah. I'm gonna ask Arlene about that water table that you were telling me about on your block of land. That was a fair size hole too, by the way. Oh, fair size hole. Oh, bloody cheered. But yeah, like I don't know whether they've got a water pump because their sewage, how they got their like bio cubos like that, Chris, and at the back the toilet, the toilet is at the back of the place, and then we've got the old piggery at the back. So I'm going to look forward to getting that refixed. Hopefully, look, they might even want to knock it down. But we will, if it looks good, we might even make it into chicken coops or chicken pen. We'll see what happens there. So that's just behind Uncle Gooding's place. So you got cousin Gib, Uncle Gooding. Yeah, I think it smells a bit foul. But look, they can be revamped, those pig pens, and we can re-cement them and redo the walls. Wouldn't take much. And gates. Yeah, the best, I reckon, the best pigs, my uncle used to say, free range pigs. They used to put them in at the night time in their pen and then let them out during the day. And they had fences, to hold them in, very secure fences. Until we found out one day that one of them tried to get through the wire, but he ended up he didn't quite get through the wire because the ground was there and the fence post was there and the pig was like so big he couldn't get in underneath. So we put an electric fence ran the electric fence underneath the fence and in between the rail of the other one. So it was just a matter of drilling through each pole to run the wire through before we connected it all up, which was good, which was really good. And so when we ran the pigs outside, and so they weren't under cover during the day unless it rained. We put them in cover. So, and I went out the other day with my brother because he works for Australian Food Company, and we went up and had a look at a piggery up there, somewhere up near Lansfield there, and mate, I have never seen a joint that big before, and how they had it. They had free range pigs, and these pigs were big, you know, and their pig pens were cleaned and washed every day and made sure that everything was nice, you know, that they had a good area, and but they weren't just on the concrete. They were let out during the day on the grass, and they had I think my cousin was telling me when he had his, he had like a little mud, like a shallow thing for the pigs to go in. And it was all muddy, and the pigs could roll around in the mud as much as they liked. And then when they came in, he washed them off, and they enjoyed it. They enjoy their truffles. It's great, you know. It's good fun. It's good to see. It really is good to see, and it was very interesting to have a look at that place up there at Lansfield and uh, what he did with his pigs. He didn't just have pigs; he had Hereford cattle as well, and I think he had over 100 Hereford cattle on 2,000 acres, which is not bad. And his brother-in-law has got a dairy farm in Romsey, and he's got over 1,000 cows on um, his property. But he's got lots of property. Um, I think 500 acres, and all beautiful prime beef Hereford cows. Lovely. I love them. I love Herefords. The old white face. I used to like working up north too as well. And when I was working for my cousin in the dairy, mate, I got kicked a few times. Let me tell you, I got kicked a few times, especially in the knee. Oh, putting the cups on. When you go to milk them, bring them in, hold six, bring 6 cows in, shut the gate, go over, heads go in the stock. Put the feed in. So you put the feed in, and then you open up the stocks, and then you let the cows out, let them walk up the thing because they couldn't get to the food. They walk up the ramp out, and you open up the gate. The cows come in, the heads in the stock, lock the stocks, and put the cups on. 1 cow at a time. You just put 4 cups on. And last time I got kicked in the face. And geez, that hurt. Oh, wasn't watching what I was doing. Like that. A cow will, if you're at the back, will hit you like that. So it wasn't good. I've done a lot of rousting. I've done a lot of what do you call jackarooing up north. Loved it. Loved it. Miss it too so much. It's great fun, like everything you try and but these things happen, Chris, and you look back and you go, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just saw your comment then, sorry. I don't know, they come on and they go off, and they come on and they go off, and not often. Usually when there's a lot of people, they'll boom, 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 yeah. But, I don't mean any ill of anybody. I enjoy my friendships, and I love all my friends, and that's the way to go. Life is good, mate, and everybody's got good channels, everybody's got good content, yeah, and my 4 friends, no exception, got good content, good channels. That's all I'm saying on that matter. But anyway, we move on and live for another day and work hard and scratch our tushies when we can to get the flies away. Just joking. But life's good. Life's good. Life's what you make it, and you can enjoy what you do, or you can just kick back and curse the day. But it's better to kick back with a coffee, overlook your property, and enjoy life and the achievements that you've done and what you've made in life. It's great, you the fruits of your labour is what you put in. The shovel picking, building your house, building your land, situating where you want to put your house, laying your slab down, like we're going to be doing. So, it's going to be good. It really is going to be good. And I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to seeing the trees that are the coconut palms, dwarf coconut palms growing. So, yeah, so do I, chick. I love coffee too. And I'm just going to enjoy working this property with Uncle Dunai and Cousin Gib and Dad and Harpoon and probably Alexis, building that house, styling it to the way I want it, which is another good thing why CJ is going to, not, not why he's going to kindergarten, but I can at least sit back once I've done all I've got to mow lawns. I've got to clean up around the house and enjoy and have fun. And, big shout out to check out the Rileys. Great people, great family, love them. White with no sugar, thanks. So, it's great because we're using the dwarf coconut palms as boundary for our fences. So it's going to be interesting. Are we going to put bars on the windows of the house? My personal preference? No. I've lived in the city here too long. I've lived out in the country here too long to go to another country and enjoy what we're going to do and be able to. We've got good people around our area. We've got lovely people. I've met a few of the neighbours. Maybe there might be some work for them, which will be good for their self-esteem too as well. Might get involved in the community too as well. Yeah, I don't look, to be honest, Chris, I know a lot of people do. To me, I find it a form of you don't trust them. And when you don't trust them, it's a big trust issue I have. I would rather not have bars. If I'm going to have bars on my windows, I might as well do something and get put in a prison. Because, seriously, I know a lot of people turn around and say, oh, mate, you need the bars there because it keeps those others. Well, you've got those people who've got trust issues, So, personally, me, no bars on my windows. And no high fences built out of brick. Got 4 fences down here, fence down there, fence across there. Okay, it's good if I've got a dog. But no, not me. I don't just. Oh, bloody hell! No politics here, please. Scrub that message. Trump's a fuckwit. I don't care what anyone says. He is. He's a fuckwit. Excuse the French. And that's what I think of him. Blows wind out of his own tushy. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going. Well, that's your personal preference. I'm not going to have brick fences. Well, we're up in the sticks up there, so no, not going to be fences. Oh, well, there's going to be fence, but wire fences. Gate down the front, going into Uncle Gooding's property. Gate going out the back. Actually, two gates at the back. um, yeah, well, he's an educated man. So that right smile gave you? That was a sarcastic smile. Yeah, well, that's fine. That's okay. Hey, he's back again. Hey, Adrian, how are you, mate? But my personal preference is that we'll put wire fences up, and we'll put like chicken wire fence so we can keep the chickens in. Even on the gates, we'll build gates with chicken wire at the bottom. Might even have a rooster. Foghorn Leghorn, I'm going to call. Actually, you know what I'm going to call him, Adrian? Foghorn Waghorn. A good name for a rooster. Foghorn Waghorn. That'll be a good one. And yeah, we'll put him in the shade, give him some thing. We'll have some chickens, and we'll, because we come up the back on our property, makes it easier to you know, get in. Because I really don't. Looking out at So God Bay, I'm not sure whether that's the front or the back. I might make that the back and the front up the other end, because when you're coming up from the back road into the property, that's actually going to be the front, really, when you look at it. So we will do that, and then just put wire fences sort of wide around, and because we've got coconut palms to run off our boundary, which is good. But yeah, I've got to work out where the water table is. Like you showed me on your photos, that mate, that is one big hole, and it filled up pretty quick. So yeah, is I was looking at tanks yesterday. Big square ones, or the round ones. The round ones for the house. Because the fall sort of goes like that down to cousin Gibbs' place, Piggery. We're gonna plant on the other side. Yeah, water tanks. Geez, I tell you what, I wish they made ones like the Australians with the wrought iron, collarbond wrought iron water tanks. They were massive, especially the ones on my uncle's property. They were big. They held a lot of water too. If you could get, like, there was a guy I saw the other day. I was watching his not his live stream, his video, and he had corrugated iron tanks, cement bottom, corrugated iron tanks. I don't know what the filling was inside it to stop the rust as well. he had them in the ground with the cement around the outside of them. Sorry, chick, I didn't say that. I'll go have a look. Bedtime for me. Good night. Good night, chick. Take care. And all the best to you and Will. So, he had them on, I don't know, I think they've got like a metal bottom or something on them. Yeah, I like the concrete tank as well. That's good. But the corrugated iron ones were really good because they held the water all right. And it's just massive. And they were good. They really were. And they held a lot of water. And like, it wasn't drinking water, it was tank water for the garden. So, and for the animals. So you could, run off a little bit of the pressure water hose and clean the pig pens and stuff with it. If we had it, I'd probably put it up the back of the house. Yeah, concrete will last longer. But finding someone that builds concrete tanks in the Philippines is, I'm not sure where you go to, especially in Cebu. I'm not sure where you go to find that. So, it's one of those things. I want to talk to you after too, Chris. Anyway, guys, I am going to finish off here. We'll catch you later. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Much appreciated. Thanks for the 4 in the house. And thank you for the 6 likes, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Hazy Cheesy. Much appreciate you coming here. I'll get it right. I've got to get it right before I... One Pinoy Chick Chats. Thank you. Adrian Gibson, thanks for coming. Much appreciated, man. Christopher Beecham, thank you. Hazy Cheesy, thank you. Thank you. Big thank you for Hazy Cheesy. Guys, big thank you for Hazy Cheesy. Thanks for coming, darling. Big shout out to him and big thank you to Mike Whitcomb. Thanks, buddy. Much appreciate you being here. Big shout out also to Kevin and Gemma. They were on earlier. Thank you for coming, Kevin, Gemma. Hopefully, catch up with you tomorrow if I do a live stream tomorrow. Might be a possibility. See, my other one failed yesterday twice. Basically, guys, if you're on my live stream yesterday, I had to delete it because this was over too close to the screen when I was trying to fix the phone on the windscreen because it was coming off. And as me and Arlene were going home, I tried to do another live stream and the bloody thing fell off the windscreen. So that first live stream, I am so sorry that you guys, I had to delete it. Unfortunately, I wasn't happy. If I'm not happy, look, I was happy. Don't get me wrong. I was happy with the video. I was happy with the live stream. Just that silly me did something stupid by putting my hand over the screen of the phone and trying to hold the phone in place. The camera's up this end and it showed my hand that end. So, I just was not too happy with it. So I had to, delete this stream. I'm sorry, guys. But I will be doing probably live streams during the day, seeing CJs at Kinder, so I will try and have a bit of time. They won't be long live streams, they'll just be short ones, but anyway, we'll get on to that. Might be tomorrow. I will let those I know. You guys got prior warning. Maybe he might come up. So we'll do that. See how things go. But all's good. I'm just sorry I had to delete that stream. Unfortunately, it was a good stream too. I was spewing, but I was willing to take the risk. And to those that were on my live stream on yesterday, I'm sorry. My fullest apologies. I just had to take it down. Before it got up there, I just had to take it down. So due to that thing, and I'm not sure when I look at it, I think the phone was wobbling like this as we were driving too, so that didn't help much either. But the trial and error of what you do in life, so I want to talk to you in a minute, Chris. I'll catch everybody later. Have a good night. Take care. Enjoy. And remember, life's good. Thank you, Hazy Cheesy. Thanks, Kevin and Gemma. Thank you to everyone. Much appreciated, guys. Bye for now.